the uncomfortable truth about clinics and what you should have in the back of your mind when you're going up with these clinicians. All right? Right after the break. Hello fellow equestrians! How you doing guys? I'm Nolan Cruz and I'm here to make your life just a bit better. So here we go. So winter school. Most people are either in Florida or wherever they're learning, this is the time to learn so that in the summer we can go show them what we got. And this is the time where we start actually stepping into other arenas and other barns to say, hey, teach me. So if you haven't gone through the clinic procedure or if you've never gone to clinics to actually ride in, this is one big thing I think you should have in the back of your mind. Because once you have it in the back of your mind, you can actually start to break away all the other crap that goes involved. In a future video, I will have some tips on going into your first clinic. But right now, I just want to get to something that nobody really talks about. And if you go into a clinic scenario, you need to have this in the back of your mind at all times. So there are two different types of clinicians out there. The first one is somebody who comes in and they really do care about you as the rider and your horse. And they really are trying to help you as the rider build a path to your goal, whatever it might be. Work with you to get you from point A to point B. And to work with your horse even better. There are plenty of others. Carl is another one. He really comes in and he just wants to help you. And those are some of the best clinicians you can ask for, who are really there just to help you. And that's what you're paying for inevitably. Like really, that's the reason why you're paying, is to get help. A lot of good clinicians will actually ask you, you know, I can't fix everything in today's lesson. What do you want to work on? And that's where you as the rider get to say, I would like to work on A, B, or C. You know, I want to work on some collection work. I want to work on how to get my horse to stretch more, or how do I get more activity, or something like that. And then they, as the clinicians, will give you that hour and say, okay, this is what we're going to work on. But then there is that other side, that second clinician, who doesn't have that in mind. What they care about is, as bad as it sounds, is they care about their paycheck. They care about like their own background. They're looking to get more clientele. So they're going to actually use you as the rider to better themselves and make them look better. You have to remember that that clinician is just another person. You know, they could be like the best rider in the world. It doesn't matter. They still are just a person. And they are going to have flaws, and they're going to make mistakes, and they're going to do things that you kind of go, I don't think that's a good idea. So if you have that in the back of your mind, you're going to be good. But also remember that, you know, as bad as it sounds, these clinicians can come in and they're just here to make a buck, all right? They're coming in saying, here, pay me my $400 or whatever, how much ever money it is, and I'll give you an hour of my time, and then we split ways. Cool? Sometimes it's not cool. So please note this is completely fictional. We're just going to use this as an example so that we can kind of get an idea of what I'm trying to say. The rider says, I want to work on my horse's bend through the body. So the clinician comes in and says, okay, what we're going to do are like 6 loop serpentines in our dressage ring. So you start doing it. You start doing your 6 loop serpentines. Then the clinician says, okay, yeah, I see your horse doesn't bend. So add in lots of leg yield through it. Okay, how do you want me to do that exactly? So when you hit your corners, like the round part of your serpentines, so especially at the corners at the end, I want you to pretty much drive with that inside leg and pretty much drift them into the corners. So you do it, and the horse is drifting, and the clinician's all happy. La-di-da, great, you did it. And the clinician gets to go, all right, thank you. Here's my money, thank you. I'm getting back in my car and driving home, or I'm getting back on the plane and flying home, whatever it might be. And now you're stuck with a horse that doesn't listen now to your outside leg for those leg yields, because now they're just walking all over it. Because all the horse thinks about is, I drift away from the inside leg. So this is what I'm trying to say when you have those two different types of clinicians. You have one clinician who's really trying to help you, but you have this other one, they just care about their money and making it look like, making it appear that they've helped you. They get to get back in their car and fly home or drive home, and you're left with the problem with the horse. Now you're going to have to take 2 months fixing the fact that, okay, horse is scared of my inside leg now. We'll do everything just to evade it, to get away from it, which, okay, yeah, yield to pressure, But when you're totally running over my outside leg and I can't stop you, now we have another issue. Now, something also to remember is that the clinician is looking to maybe build their own business up or get more clients, and pretty much to get that crowd going. There was this one clinic I went to, and he had the riders getting people who can barely walk, try canter to be doing changes. You know, everybody on the lower level of things, whether they're doing like training level walk trot, you know, training level 1, level 2, they're all doing changes today. But not because their horses are ready or because, you know, they're, you know, the people asked for it. It's pretty much for the clinician to go, yeah, I got you all to do level 3 stuff. You should come school with me because, you know, if I can make you guys do this in an hour, I'm pretty amazing. Just something kind of keep in mind. That's pretty much what this video is supposed to be about today, is just to have that mindset in the back, like that thought in the back of your mind that just because the clinician is a pro and is looked up to doesn't mean that they know everything and that they are doing it all for the best intentions. As I say, I've been under countless really good clinicians who really have me as the rider and B as my horse have us in mind, like try and just work with us and make everything very pleasant and to learn something. But unfortunately, I've gone under those other clinicians who don't think like that. They're looking to make their own money, they're looking to make their own business, they're looking to, you know, pat themselves on the bum and raise their own ego. Whatever it might be, there are those people out there too, right? And I'm not saying don't take clinics. Clinics are good things. But just remember that that clinician can get in their car or get on a plane and go home, and if they have made a mess, oh well, deal with it. Just have that in the back of your mind. That was pretty much it, guys. Just trying to open up some, you know, eyes and ears. You know, it's the beginning of winter school. We want to have a really good winter school so we can come out next year rocking. But sometimes we get tossed in not the best situations. So it's best so when you come in those situations just to kind of see what exactly we're dealing with. Short video, I know, but still a good one, right? So if you have any, you know, your own suggestions or maybe some experiences you've had, have you not had the best experience with some clinicians, let us know down below in the comments. Like, love to hear it. We need to engage this community, you know, get talking. That's what we need to do. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links are down in the description. You should be doing it. Remember, I follow horsey accounts. And while you're at that, hit that like button, hit that share button, and while you're at that, you're gonna hit that subscribe button too. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Nolan Cruz, and I will talk to you later. Ciao!